Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are back with a review video. As always, I like to thank you guys in the beginning of the video. Just want to show my appreciation. Thank you for clicking on this video and taking the time to just watch it. I really do appreciate it. And if you are new to this channel or you just stumbled on this video, welcome. Go ahead and click the subscribe button so you never leave and you become part of the Curls and Lipstick family and then get notified on other upcoming videos. I do a lot of reviews, makeup tutorial, haul videos, because we're all guilty of shopping at Sephora and all those good stuff. I need to stop. Today's video is on the Becca foundation that you guys have been waiting for the longest time. I have had this for a couple of weeks now, so I got my full thoughts on what I want to tell you guys. Okay, I got a lot to say about this little guy. So this is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I got mine in shade medium, and you do get 30 ml. So the standard amount that you usually get in all the foundations, which is great. This retails for $53 here in Canada, a little bit cheaper in the States. I really love the packaging. I think that's what really caught my eye at first, how sleek and high-end it looks. You have to shake the bottle, you have to open the cap, and then the top part kind of clicks open. It's kind of like a button. So once that clicks open, you want to press that down and it's going to suck up some of the product on the dropper. And then once you open it up, you do have your dropper right here, which dispenses a good amount of product. I find the amount of product that it dispenses is enough for the entire face for one layer on the skin. So it's really great. When I go ahead and apply this foundation, I do use a brush or a beauty blender. Normally I use a brush at first. So basically I pop this open, dispense some of the product, and I put it on the skin first. I don't like to pick it up directly with a brush or a beauty blender because I feel like it sucks up a lot of the product. This does have a somewhat watery consistency. It's very loose. It's not thick and creamy at all. So your tools will kind of suck it up. So I like to apply it directly onto the skin and then buff it in really well with a brush. But honestly, this product blends beautifully. You really don't need much to do with this one. It just blends seamlessly onto the skin. It has a very light feeling on the skin, and when you blend it out, it really feels just like very creamy and airy, if that makes any sense to you. With one layer, to me, it's a light to slight medium coverage. It covers pretty well. I do see any scars that I have peeking through, just so you know, but the redness on my skin is gone. It evens out my skin tone really well with one layer. And you do get this very hydrating, luminous finish to the skin, okay? It's not a subtle satin finish. It is a dewy, luminous finish from this foundation. I always like to go in with a second layer because I feel like it just covers up a little bit more. And as you guys can see, even with the second layer, the foundation still looks the same in terms of like the finish of it and in terms of how it looks on the skin. It still looks very light. It still looks very skin-like. That's what I love about this foundation. You know, no matter how many layers you can apply on the skin, it always still remains very sleek and skin-like. It doesn't get cakey or thick on the skin at all. So it's beautiful for that, and it covers pretty well with the second layer. So when I do wear this foundation, I definitely have to set this with a powder. And I'm not talking my Burberry powder, which is very light, like I talked about in my other foundation review. I have to go in with, like, I love to use my, let me just grab it right here, my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is what I used today to set the foundation, and I went in with about 2 layers with a big like fluffy brush. One of these will do, Real Techniques, or this is a crown brush, and just kind of really pat it onto the skin. Now it does take away some of the luminosity when you do that, but that's okay because this is it's very dewy to me, especially when you're out in public. It does look a little too dewy. Unless you have really dry skin, you might like that, but I find it just teeny little bit too dewy, borderline looking oily. So I do like the fact that it takes a little of that shine away and diminishes it. But I think it looks really great with the powder and just sets it beautifully. The reason why I say you have to set this one with a powder is because it will transfer so fast. Like, I'm not kidding you. That's the downfall to this foundation. One of the downfalls, okay? It will transfer onto clothes. It would transfer onto your hands. It just transfers very easily. It has somewhat of, I don't want to say greasy because I don't want to scare you guys, but it has like that very, see what I'm doing with my hand? Has that feeling? Is that weird? I don't know. Kind of greasy, but not greasy, but it has like that, like it transfers. That didn't make any sense. This foundation is beautiful for filming. It's beautiful for pictures. It's beautiful for short events. But if I'm going to work and I'm going to have an 8-hour shift, I cannot rely on this foundation alone. Unfortunately, this will start to kind of fade away within the 3 to 4 hour mark, which sucks because I really wanted to love this guy right here. I really did. From the moment I saw it online, I was like, oh my God, it looks gorgeous. I love that it's so skin-like, so luminous, so gorgeous, but it's not reliable. It's not a reliable foundation compared to so many other reviews that I've been doing. This one just didn't, it wasn't up there for me. It is a beautiful foundation. It's absolutely gorgeous. And initially, I love, when I look at myself in the mirror, I love the way my skin looks. It looks very healthy. The texture of my skin is still there, so it looks very realistically like my skin. And all my other makeup really goes onto it super nicely as long as I'm setting it with a powder before I go in with everything else. So guys, that is it for this review. I'm sorry I gave you guys some bad news on Becca, but I just want to be honest with you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one and it was informative and I gave you all the pointers that you needed to know before making the decision to splurge on this little guy. Again, let me know if you have tried it and if it works out for you. What kind of skin do you have, and do you use something else for this foundation to last on you? That is the truth and my thoughts on this foundation. Thank you so much for watching, tuning in again. Don't forget to like this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao!